Okay, so this is quite interesting, or at least it's interesting to me because I'm a weirdo. I've just been watching an early 1980s horror movie called GhostKeeper. And at one point, one of the characters sings this really weird song. And I was like, this is so random and strange. What is this all about? And I did a very quick little bit of research. And basically, it's linked to this song. I'm going to show you the little clip from GhostKeeper in a second. But first, just watch this clip.
But you want to be a Frito Bandito like me.
Oh, by the way, this is the Frito's Bandito corn chip songs from an advert from, I don't know if this is 60s or 70s, I haven't checked that. And it's the famous narrator Mel Blanc doing it. Here we go.
You do? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Frito's corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. Hey, I like Frito's corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Frito's corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the Frito Bandito.
Bear with me.
Give me Frito's corn chips and I'll be your friend. The Frito Bandito, you must not offend. Now, boys and girls, you are Frito Bandito.
Okay, get the idea with that?
You sing the Frito Bandito song, and you loco for crunchy Frito's corn chips. That's nice.
Okay, so he asks people to sing this song, and indeed some people do. Like the character in GhostKeeper. Let's go to that. Okay, here's GhostKeeper, Jim Makachuk film. And let's just watch this scene. 1981. Here we go. Watch it.
My sister Lucinda, she peeks out the window and into my big sombrero, into my drinking water, and under my baking soda. I am Francisco Bandito. I steal them and rob them and rape them and screw them, and then I peace out the window.
It says, the subtitle says peaks, but I think he said piss out the window. And there you go! A little bit of a bizarre link, but I find that sort of thing interesting. That whoever made GhostKeeper was really influenced by this old advert and decided to do a weird parody of it, which to modern audiences, when we watch it now, we just think, this is absolutely surreal and I don't understand what's going on. But good old YouTube gives you the answer. So there you go, GhostKeeper. Keeping the spirit of Francisco Bandito alive in 1981 and now in 2018. Bye! I realised that I forgot to mention if GhostKeeper was a decent film or not, worth watching. Yeah, I quite liked it, but it's a very slow burn. It's basically about these these guys who get stuck in a snowy sort of hotel and they end up having to face like the Wendigo. But it's not as sort of straightforward as that, and it's more of a kind of psychological thriller, and it really does take its time. It's fairly slow moving, but what I liked about it was it's really quirky and strange, and it has some odd elements to it. And I really liked some of the characters. I really liked the man character in it, but it takes some really bizarre turns, and some of the things that they talk about and some of the things that progress in the film are quite baffling. But having said that, I kind of quite enjoyed it. But I would definitely say, if you're not very patient, or you want to see like a film about like a Wendigo monster ripping people apart and attacking people throughout the film, that is not what GhostKeeper is. But yeah, it's worth checking out. It's on Amazon. I tell you what, right? Amazon Prime Video is becoming the place to find like old horror movies, old retro horror movies and science fiction as well, it is fantastic. I mean, everyone like always loves Netflix, but Amazon Prime Video is definitely the place if you want to trawl through a lot of like retro horror vintage stuff, which is the stuff I like. So yeah, GhostKeeper, worth trying for the more patient viewer. Oh, one other thing to mention about GhostKeeper is the music is by a guy called Paul Zaza. I think that's how you say his name. And I actually really like him. He's a really great composer. I quite like the music for GhostKeeper. But Zaza also wrote some great music for a slasher movie called Curtains. But also for this, which I think is a brilliant soundtrack to a really great slasher film, My Bloody Valentine, not to be confused with the band. This is the original My Bloody Valentine, the slasher movie about the mining community where this guy comes back on Valentine's Day and, you know, rips out a few hearts, as it were. But yeah, this is the release of that. Paul Zaza did this music, and he also did the music for GhostKeeper.